Welcome back to the first evening of the Kazoo Champion of Champions, where two hard, uncompromising match players are butting heads at the moment. Mark Selby started off with a break of 140 this evening to take a 1-0 lead. Then he fell 2-1 behind. Now, though, he's returned to the ascendancy at 3-2.
Hasn't hit the cue ball behind the yellow. Possible pot with a bit of safety. Intended hit with John Higgins. You'll always see players come down, they have a look at the bunch of reds when they're about to play a safety shot. And the reason is that sometimes maybe a plant there that would plant the red towards, on this occasion, the right corner pocket, and they don't want to do that, so they just make sure every time. You see John Higgins coming down again. There's a possible plant here, the two reds above the black. Maybe a plant into this corner pocket. There's a little bit of a gap between the reds. Let's see, is that dead set on? Not quite sure if that plant, well, there you see it. It's not dead set, but almost. Yeah, well played. Well played.
One.
Oh, he could have hit that a little bit harder. He plays it with a bit more pace. He's in and out of ball, but this is a really nice shot. It wasn't dead set, as I said. Had to hit it exactly where he hit the first red. Now we take this brown on into the right centre. Yeah, good pot, but next red is not going to be easy. May take the red into the left centre pocket and stay on the black. Wouldn't be leaving anything, so less pressure on this particular shot. Oh, very good. Quality. Quality shot that.
It is such a narrow pocket entrance, and he made that look easy. 3 great pots to get in, and now he really is in.
Yeah, and no matter who you are, how good you are, you always need a little bit of luck when you're going into the bunch. Occasion didn't go in full-blooded. He just trying to play a little
13
cannon on the reds, but it was over, hit the cue ball.
Once
again, great control. Digging down on the cue ball to hold for the black.
Just sit still, please. Thank you.
Yeah, someone moving in the crowd. It's very off-putting when you're down on the shot. Any slight movement there, take your eye off the pot. So he's done well to get back up off it.
One. 22.
I see on this red. He played
29.
a delicate little cannon again. We may have to use a little bit of right hand side. You see, just a slight bit of right hand side just to straighten up the cue ball. The red,
30.
lovely.
Well, so far this is a masterclass in how to make something out of nothing. Even more so now.
37.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot. Always knew he was going to be on this red into the right corner. But he had to hit it with a bit of pace and just to keep the cue
38.
ball away from the red so he'd have a clear path cueing. And he's done that. And we have to play another little cannon into the reds and hope for one of these reds into the left corner. Yeah, lovely.
$45.
And now he's occupying prime position. Let's remember how he got in. It was a manufactured plant. And a really good brown to middle
46.
that had to be cued sweetly. Followed by an uber accurate red to middle. And now he's reaping the rewards.
$53. $54.
Yeah, it's quite noticeable. Both players have upped their pace a little bit. And as I said, you have to be aggressive, and certainly John was aggressive in his shot choice, particularly in the early part of this. As you mentioned, Phil, the brown to middle, the red into the left centre.
Already the highest break that Higgins has made this evening, superseding his 57 in frame 2, but not over the line yet.
Thanks. 60. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a bit short with the cue ball. Wanted it over further in the middle of the table so he could reach it without having to use this extended rest and extension. So he's got to pot the red, maybe find the gap between red and pink. Stay on the black into the same pocket. There's the gap, and he's on the black. Nicely played.
61.
So this most bread and butter of blacks, followed by a red, and they're tied again.
$68. $69.
I'd like to hit the two reds in line with the pink here. Yeah. So that brings the pink into play. Well, it did. That's all right on the top cushion, but still.
74.
Yeah, just those two reds, just they're all very close together.
$75.
Now it's worked out a treat.
Selby can't chastise himself too much over the loss of this frame. It's been all about Higgins' excellence.
$82. 83. $90. $91.
Yeah, it's all started with a wonderful plant. And he picked out, and here it is.
98.
Got it really nicely.
99.
Applause greets John Higgins' second century today. Remember, he clinched victory over Hossein Vafai this afternoon at 4-2 with a break of 118, I should say. Here,
107.
he could eclipse the 140 from Mark Selby as the highest of the tournament so far.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful break, hasn't it?
114. 116.
We've had everything, haven't we, Phil, in this match? And a lot of long bouts of safety, great match play. 140 from Selby. Impossible. 141 here from John Higgins. Wonderful stuff.
$123. $128.
Well, anywhere but straight. And has he got an angle? Well, he doesn't have an angle. He's just got to drop this in. Leave a very tough cut back black into the corner. Watch the cue ball. It could go very close to the left centre as well.
It was brilliant from start to finish. You will not see a better total. He is a member of the class of 92, John Higgins, a prominent member. And class was the prominent word, the most appropriate word to describe the break we've just seen. Not very often you see two 140-plus breaks in the same match, certainly in the first 6 frames, especially from 2 different players.
Yeah, but he certainly won't be happy with the break off there. He's left a possible pot here for Mark Selby. No. Play the red into the right centre and try and go down for the black or hold for the blue. Looks like he may play. Let's see, can he hold for the blue or down for the black here? That's the blue. Played this really nicely. Lots of run inside, right hand side off 2 cushions. Look at that for a positional shot.
6. 7.
Wrong choice. Wrong choice for John Higgins there. Tried to screw off the side of the pack, bring the pink into play. Could have played through the gap for the black into the same pocket. It was an easier shot. We'd be disappointed with that. That was an error, Phil.
It was, and his self-imposed snooker's go. This is not appetising at all.
Yeah, the problem here is if he plays for the black here, and if he hits it almost full ball, he's bound to leave Mark Selby one of those two reds. This is missed, so that'll be put back.
Foul and a miss. John Higgins 7. Mark Selby 7. Yep.
He's almost trying to hit the back of the black here with the cue ball, so he doesn't leave these two reds just above the black and to the left, because he might pot into the left centre and definitely into the yellow pocket. So he's got to hit can't hit this black full ball here.
Foul and a miss. Mark Selby 7. Yep.
Be put back again. And there's no warning here because he can't see the black full ball. Good shot.
And where he was, in the end, well worth 14 points. That's the trade-off. By the way, just one footnote on Higgins' 1-4-1 in the previous frame. It's the 4th time he's made a 140-plus break against Selby. His best ever was 1-4-2, and he's had 3 1-4-1s now. So Mark is well accustomed to warming his chair. Have some of that. Look at this. Did well to spy it, then knocked it in without touching the sides. Screwing back off the bunch just in case. And of course, when you do that, naturally, you spread those reds far and wide. What a good chance this is.
Yeah, it was a plant in the last frame that got him in. Another plant in this frame, and
Free.
it has to be said, Phil, careless from Mark Selby's point of view. He didn't have a look at the pack from that side. Normally, he's so astute when playing into the ball that not to leave any plants like that, but that's one he missed. hurt him even more.
4.
Should John go on and win the frame from this chance?
Ten. $11.
I'd love to get on that red closest to the black spot, but it's not straightforward. Could play into a little cannon into those 3 reds left of the black spot. He played through the gap on the right hand side. He's playing into these 3 reds, but it's gone wrong. Needed to hit those reds on the right hand side of the, as we look. So a let off for Mark Selby.
John Higgins 16.
Yes, Higgins leaving the table with only 16 points added to his tally. That will come as a source of major relief to Mark Selby. At least, though, Higgins overcame the disappointment of losing position by playing what appears to be a very useful safety. That's really key. You see so many of the younger players, when they drop out of position, Ken, they're so despondent they can't really focus on what they need to do next, whereas these two accept it and then get their opponent in trouble.
Yeah, it's also like, you know, even for amateur players that may be watching tonight, that when they do play a safety shot, run out of position, put as much concentration into playing the safety shot as they do a difficult pot, and that's what these 2 guys do consistently well. It's a simple little shot, but very effective, that safety shot. And he has Mark a bit of trouble here.
John Higgins 4.
That was the dress rehearsal shot, Ken. He was testing the waters there with that one. Now he'll make the necessary adjustment.
Dipping his toe, Phil. Yeah, he's trying to hit the 2 reds that close together, directly above the black. Just a little glancing blow off one of those. Get the cue ball back down towards the bulk area. So 2 cushion escape, just missing that red on the top cushion. This is not an easy, it's not a big target to hit, so a bit closer this time.
John Higgins 5.
He's left John Higgins a possible pot here. He may take this on. A bit of a stretch. But if he gets it, he could be on the black here. If not, the blue is waiting, as you see. Delicate little cannon into 2 reds there. No, he's misjudged it by a long way. Wow. Has he got away with it?
And the reason for that, Ken, was the word you used, stretch. He was off balance and he mistimed the shot in a major way.
Oh, he's had a right result there. He hasn't left any red. It doesn't look like straightforward into this corner pocket. He's got away with one there. once again. Good shot from Mark Selby. He's covered the path down the left hand side using the yellow. Ooh, that was dangerous. He hasn't got away with it this time.
One. Four. Five.
Well, you got a bit of a bounce off that right hand side cushion. Let's have a look at this again. Now watch the cue ball here. He's just trying to leave it for the pink into the left corner, but look how much that cue ball sprung off the cushion. A lot of margin for error, in all fairness. So all of a sudden, this is very missable pink, this, with the extension. That's a bit of weight to the cue. You got to judge that. He's played it nice, and he's played a delicate little cannon as well. That was a lovely shot. Very good recovery.
Yes, because there's a sense of feeling aggrieved.
11.
The cue ball was there not because of your error. It really was a bounce and a half, wasn't it? But now it's all in the past.
Twelve.
Good hold for the red into the left corner.
19.
I'd like to be further across the table with the cue ball so he could get his hand on the table. No problem potting the red, but it's the black potable into the right corner. Wow, lovely shot. Black obviously wasn't potable, so that's why you had to screw back and play that beautiful cannon on the red to hold for the pink into this left centre pocket.
$26. $27. $34. 35.
Selby moves 24
42.
ahead. That means he will need one of the two reds close together.
$43.
It's gone wrong.
46.
It's gone wrong. Oh, red doesn't pot in there. He was trying to play for the red into the left center pocket.
Max out 46.
Oh, a little bit short of pace. And that was a nervy one for Mark Selby. Trying to get that cue ball further down the table so he could have the red into the left center. The shot up, but quite some margin now. We've already seen two plans from John Higgins, one in the previous frame, one in this frame. He could make this. This is definitely worth having a go at. Be bringing the cue ball back up into the bulk area. Well, it's definitely worth having a go because it could be a frame winner if it goes in.
Safety was the main priority, and it's not been achieved. Selby already 28 to the good. One reasonable pot here, and he's back in front.
One.
Should I say one reasonable pot with position attached? .35 in front, so by knocking in the penultimate red, Selby will cross the line.
Blue ball.
Five extra points means one extra snooker required by
13.
John Higgins. He needs two of them.
Mark Selby. 14 and the first.
Doesn't bother, having been hooked himself. And so for the keenly contested, just as you might imagine, considering the personnel on view this evening. This is a battle to reach 6 to make the semi-finals of the Kazoo Champion of Champions.
Another bad break off. This time from Mark Selby. Has he covered the red into the right centre? He has. This red is cuttable. Gonna get the cue ball over the right hand side of the table. Make sure he doesn't leave that red right of the blue. Ah, good shot. Piece on the yellow. That's a bit unfortunate, that. That could have been kinder to him. Well, this is a brave shot. He's going to take the blue on. And I don't blame him. Type of shot that these players would practice quite regularly. But a bit of pressure on this though. Great shot. Well played.
He took on a blue similar to that, to the yellow pocket against Vafai this afternoon. Didn't really come that close, but that was
7.
Much more like it.
Yeah, the way he has to play his aggressive style. He's left a nice angle on this red, so screw the red in off the bunch and split the reds open, and hopefully be on a colour. Is he on the black? He's not on the black. He's on another tough blue into the green pocket. The pink probably cuts into the right centre, but I think the blue is a shot here. Blue or green. He's just potted a blue, a good blue. I won't mind taking this blue on.
Blue ball.
Is it going into the middle, or is he going to take it on into the green pocket? Looks like the corner pocket. Once again, pressure on this. Oh, well played. Great shot.
A test again, passed with flying colours. Even though he's behind, I think he's looking pretty good.
One. 28.
He's made his mind up, Phil, that he's going to go for the shots as well. He's not going to mess about. I'm not going to get much change out of Mark Selby. Playing a very cagey game. He's got to. He sees the opportunity. He's got to take it. And same for Mark Selby. Put pink here, try and get that pink on its spot. And release the red maybe beside it. He's going to take the green instead. Maybe wanted to be a bit straighter on the pink, would have been more ideal.
32. $33.
By potting ball colours, you're taking the breakup in small increments. But you're still at the table. You're still in control. And now the bigger colours will come.
36. $37. $42. $43.
He's just contemplating which red he's going to take next. Doesn't have to go into the pack here. He'd like to clear up the two loose reds. The one to the right of the bunch and also that one left of the blue into the left centre. So red into left centre it is.
50. $51.
He's going to need one of those reds. They're tightly packed around a pink spot. You play on the loose red here. Put some 56 ahead, still 75 on the table.
56. $57.
So this is Mark Selby's only chance of getting back to the table. If this cannon goes wrong, he's going to knock at least one red out here. It's gone wrong. That was his only hope, and it's
64.
proved to be crucial. I'd be very disappointed, John Higgins there. He hit the wrong red.
In many respects, an action replay of frame 5 when Mark Selby made 64. Dropped out of position. This time it's Higgins putting together 64 and not quite doing enough to win at a single visit.
John Higgins, 64.
Nice break to 64. Knocking a red onto the right hand side cushion. Increase the chances of winning this frame.
Now, has he left a possible double? Dangerous occupation that against Higgins.
I think the fact that that red is safe, Phil, though, he doesn't want to take that red off the cushion. Might try and knock one of these reds onto the right-hand side cushion. That's exactly what he's done. An extra bit of insurance.
He's got that ability. Selby's got it as well, to manipulate the balls and to make it so difficult when they're in command of a frame. They rarely allow it to slip away. We're very close to being all tied up at 4 frames each, and it's 50% table time for both. But we're not at 4-4 yet.
Well, that red just below the pink spot is available. Get on the pink or blue here. Yeah, good pot.
1.
So taking the blue, he'll be 58 behind, but still 59 remaining. Those 2 reds on the right-hand side cushion. That's going to be the difficulty.
6. 7.
He has a nice angle on the black here. I wonder, will he try and play into those 2 reds? He could still be on the red above the black. Just a quick look at the scoreboard here. Is he going to play into the 2 reds? Looks like it. Oh, he's been unlucky. Double kiss.
$14.
Yeah, that could have been a lot nicer.
Mark Selby, 14.
No, that's just a wonderful shot from Mark Selby. He's got the cover on all 3 reds there from that shot. It's quite incredible. Now, the most important thing for John Higgins here is not give 4 points away. Just hit this red and hope for the best. He knows his opponent needs 3 reds, 3 blacks to win the frame, so as long as he hits the red, that's pretty good.
In a frame like this, the way the scores are, 2 competing manifestos. 1, Higgins wants to get balls tight, awkward, Selby wants to open up the table. What a way to effectively wrap up a frame.
1.
Definitive shot to nothing.
Yeah, and bridging tightly off that ball cushion as well. That was excellent cueing from John Higgins.
4. 5.
It's thrust and counter thrust, Ken. Good stuff.
Yeah, really good. Tough match play from both players here. Locked once again.
12.
All square. Effectively a best of 3 coming up for a place
13.
in the semi-final against these two masters.
I think we were all saying at the start of the evening, weren't we?
18.
We couldn't pick a winner. We had no opinion. And it's exactly the same now.
$20. 20. And the friend.
John Higgins laid the foundation with a break of 64. In the semi-finals of the Champion of Champions of 2022 against the winner of a group that features Judd Trump, Luca Brissell, Mark Allen and Joe Perry. Match 3 hours in duration and still no clue as to who will prevail.
Attempted the plant, but didn't get a good cue ball. Been fortunate to cover the red into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. He's got this red just to the right of the blue. Awkward bridging over the green makes it more difficult. Oh, that's brilliant. Wonderful pot from John Higgins. You see, he's hitting down on the cue ball, which bounces the cue ball off the bed. It just makes the pot even more difficult, but great control, great position on the black.
Selby leads 11-9 in their career head-to-heads, but A more salient point is that Higgins has won their 3 most recent meetings. Is it going to be 4 on the trot?
9. $16. $17.
That's not the best positional shot John Higgins has ever played. Got a great angle on the blue. He's very close to this right hand side cushion. Gonna drop this in. Maybe hold for the red into the right centre. Would have been a lot easier this. Yeah, no good. Caught the red on the way down. You can see the disappointment. His previous shot. Such a poor misjudgment. And there's this red available. It may pass the pack and the pink into this green pocket. It's risky. It certainly goes. He could be leaving a red. The red to the right, he might be leaving if he misses this. Is it there? No. And he has left the red as well into the left centre. And that was just frustration that made him go for that. Well, this is the shot. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's just get top side of the blue, but I'm getting so close to the cushion, just made things awkward for himself. Oh, this looks good. This looks very, very good. Perfect on the black. He's got a wonderful angle here. No problem with cue power here. Watch the cue ball here as it spins through the reds. Oh, beautiful shot. Wonderful shot. He's one of the best in the world, Phil, at that particular shot.
He is, and the judgment off the initial red was also top notch. Higgins now sitting there regretting taking on what was, as Ken said, a really risky red. You can normally rely on Higgins to play the percentage game. There, though, I think he pushed the boat out uncharacteristically.
16.
He'll be happy where the cue ball has come to rest for Selby.
Oh, I can't believe where the cue ball has finished there. How much further it's gone up the table. Just about on this red. It's very, very awkward. Both players played similar shots in a way there. Misjudging positional shot by quite some margin. I mean, it could have been anywhere from 6 inches to a foot below with the cue ball there, below the blue. And he would have been on this red into the right centre. This red is very tricky. Take this one on. Have a look at this. Just have a look at this black. He's only playing it off 2 cushion. Anywhere just top side of the pink spot, and he was perfect. But look how far he's gone. This is missable. Oh.
17.
Yeah, it's just the pace. harder with the cue ball there. That wasn't going to drop in, that red.
$24.
Yeah, he's on this red into the left corner, but it's not straightforward. He's going to be, if he takes this one on into the left corner pocket, he's going to be cannon into the two reds just to the left of it, and so he's got to judge a cannon off that and try and get the cue ball out into the middle of the table. So it's not straightforward, this. Hoping to be on black here. He's played it nicely.
25.
And now the table is at his mercy. Okay, he's only 3 points ahead, but he's a big favourite. These, Ken, are the chances you dream about.
32.
Yeah, he's had to work for it.
33.
Yeah. Nice position to be in here. He can play down for choice of 5 reds here. The 3 around the pink spot, and red into the left centre. And this red into the left corner as well. Yeah, just put the cue ball in a position there.
35.
Couldn't fail to be on a red.
$36.
Yeah, it's just a matter of holding himself together and giving good control of that cue ball.
Played that with running side, and when you do that, sometimes there is a tendency to come up a little short. It's no great problem.
$44. $46.
Yeah, good play with a pink here. That's what he was sizing up.
47.
Needs the bounce. It's okay. Judged it nicely.
53.
There's Higgins. This was the attempt on the red into the green pocket. Very, very dangerous. left it, and he's been sat in his chair ever since.
54.
In the early part of the match, Phil, he wouldn't have gone for that red. And as the match has gone on, he's been a bit more aggressive and gone for a lot more shots, John Higgins, but it could cost him here.
Yes, the decision to go for that red, which was really high tariff, is clearly
60.
backfiring. Selby just a couple of pots away from crossing the line.
61.
And going ahead for the 4th time in the match.
Yeah, you see it, 39 points in the lead. Black will be 46 with just 43 remaining. But he'd like to get one more red at least to stop John Higgins coming back to the table.
$68.
They've both been perfect using the rest this evening. 12 pots out of 12 between them. So Higgins will have to win this match the hard way. From 1 down, 2 to play. Just now a question of whether Selby can make his 2nd century of the match. Remember, he got proceedings underway in frame 1 with a 140 break.
$78. $80. $83. $87.
This could be Selby's 30th century against Higgins. Higgins has made 20 against him.
90.
They tend to bring out the best in each other.
$90.
Should Higgins have taken on that red to a distant ball pocket? You decide. But we do know that Selby's back in. Compiled. Well, they didn't have to pay any cash out at all. The high break was 94. Today alone, we've had 4 centuries. And who's to say we won't have at least one more? The standard's been excellent.
Well, he may have got away with this, believe it or not. Referee having a good
It's
look, touching ball. I don't think he can pot this red. Just a safety shot. 4 cushions back on the green on the ball cushion. Hasn't reached the fourth cushion, but still a good shot.
Yeah, when Selby's playing safe off a touching ball, you're asking for trouble.
This red may be potable into the bottom left corner pocket, but he's concentrating on getting that cue ball back to the balk area. Good shot, good pace. When you think, Ken, how this match has been played, first one having momentum, then the other. Their last meeting in that quarter-final of the Players' Championship in 2021, a total aberration. Higgins dominating to that ridiculous extent, scoring 546 points to Selby's 7. We will never see the like again in a match of any distance between these two. Yeah, it's quite credible, wasn't it? Oh, he was completely on fire that week, John Higgins. Convincingly, if I remember, beat Karen Wilson as well, and I think Ronnie O'Sullivan in the final. Oh, this has gone wrong. Well, he's covered it with the red, but it may be quite a big pocket there for this red down the rail. In off the other red, into the pocket. It's not a gimme. He's got to take it on, I feel. Big pocket, anywhere up the rail, you would feel. I would think this red should go in, but it's got to be still very, very accurate. Ah, beautiful shot. And the cue ball is excellent too. Well played.
Yes, and the added bonus of the red over the pocket going back into the bunch and releasing a couple.
Six.
I'd like to get the black back on its spot. I could play for the black into the middle pocket or play into the corner. Corner it is.
7.
Let's have a look at the pink a couple of times here. We can leave the cue ball almost exactly where the red is now that he's about to pot. Just stop it there and hold for the pink
15.
into the bottom right corner pocket.
$21. $22.
Players of this high quality almost revel in situations like this, Phil. Most pressure sort of gets them going.
30.
Zone in. They play the best snooker.
And to endorse your point, this afternoon against Hossein Vafai,
37.
Higgins produced his best when it was most required. Break of 118 to clinch 4-2.
$38.
Doesn't want the red coming to block it. Oh, that
45.
he knew he was always going to be on that red into the left, but have a look where the other red has come just to block the pathway. That is very unlucky. Well, hold on a minute. Is there a gap between the red and the pink there? It's very unfortunate that. Yeah, have a look at this. He's going into the left-hand side of the pack. Knowing full well he was going to be on this red, but look at the red come off the side cushion and cover it. Very unlucky. And the break.
John Higgins, 45.
On such incidents do matches turn. Unlike frame 9 though, when Higgins did surrender position, he took it on the chin and played safe.
Just playing a containing safety shot here. Yeah, leaving the cue ball down this end of the table. And he's played that very nicely indeed. Didn't want a chance taking the cue ball back to the balk there, for fear of this red on the right hand side of the table. It's close to this bottom right corner pocket. That's the one John Higgins is going to be playing next. He may knock this up into the balk area. What's he looking at? Wants to take this red away from the left hand cushion, bring it out into open play, and he's trying to position the cue ball on balk. Not to leave John Higgins straightforward, easy safety shot. Just a shorter pace. A little tap on the table from John Higgins because Mark Selby has covered that red that's on the green spot, but he has left possible pot, although it is highly dangerous. Yeah, that's the red into this corner pocket, but I think John is too confident taking this red on.
Yeah, Selby knew exactly what he was doing there. He's playing the bluff.
He's almost like teasing him, isn't he? He's saying, "Will he go for it?" But John is not going to fall for that one. He's got a 45-point lead. It's not a good cue ball. Be disappointed with that because he's left the red into this top right hand corner pocket, the green pocket as we call it. One good pot here. That's all he needs just to get himself a chance.
If the table is scruffy, a 45-point lead can be immense. But the balls like this, one slice of inspiration from Selby, and the pendulum could have swung.
Well, he could play a straightforward safety shot here, cue ball behind the black, but as I said, he's been going for his shots, John, and particularly in the second half of this match. He's going to take this red on. I don't blame him. Ooh, a long way away, and he's given a chance to Mark Selby here.
It was missing a red to that very same pocket that cost Higgins in frame 9. Well, it cost him in frame 10. Selby will be licking his lips. There's nothing close to a cushion no clusters. And frankly, he did not come close.
One.
So this is it. This is the chance I've been waiting for. Bit of work to do though. A little cluster underneath the pink. None of them are potable, so I'm going to need to dislodge those at some stage. But he couldn't have wished for a better chance here, Mark Selby. John Higgins will be ruining that. Misread into the corner.
Six.
Very unlucky, of course, earlier on in the break of 45 not to have that red into the left centre. He could have won the frame from that position, but will he get another chance?
Selby looking for his third Champion of Champions semi-final. Was there in 2013 and again a couple of years ago.
Well, this is it, Phil. This is not ideal from the blue. Pink is a little bit away from the reds, which means if he doesn't catch the pink full ball, he may not be on a red here, so he's contemplating going into the pack here. If it goes according to plan, well, he's decided to wait for a better opportunity, but I thought that was 17. The time to go into them, particularly with the red he's going to play next. That red was sort of a little bit of insurance. If they didn't split nicely, he would have had that red into the right middle, but let's see, has he made the right decision? He's had a look at those two reds, possible plant, so he may not have to go into the reds here. There's the plant, but there's a bit of a gap between the reds there, you see it. But he's playing for the plant.
$23.
Always had a keen eye when it comes to this kind of shot, even though there's distance between the two balls involved. I fancy him to knock this in.
He's just having a look. Play for the pink. Is the pink available into the... It's definitely available into the right centre. Is it available into the same bottom right corner pocket? I don't think he'll miss this plant one. He's hoping that there'll still be a red available in the open when he plays it.
24.
Pink into the middle, trying to dislodge these reds. Key shot coming up. It's okay. He's on a red into the left corner.
And now John Higgins will be sitting there, fearing the worst. Yes, he's 15 points ahead, but that lead is fast dwindling. And Selby at the table with a wonderful opportunity to slam the door.
31.
Oh, he's played that well. He's held for the blue. He could have been forgiven for going up for a ball colour. He's held for the blue nicely. Oh, that's a lovely shot off 2 cushions to the right hand side.
36. It's
been a top quality match, it has to be said. Okay, with a few slow frames. There's been 140 from Selby and 141 from John Higgins. It's been tough match play, great safety involved. There's only a point between them. Still got a bit of work to do. Not perfect angle on this. Want to be straighter on this red.
It's been 4 years since Mark Selby defeated John Higgins. 10-9 it was in the final of the China Championship World Ranking event in the People's Republic. Now, though, victory here is very much at hand.
You could feel he trying to pot this red and maybe going up for one of the ball colours here. It's pretty good. He's on the yellow nicely. It'll be yellow and then yellow again, obviously. Seven points ahead. Yellow, green and brown. Leave himself 18 points ahead, but still 18 on the table, so you're going to need the blue as well.
56.
This has been quality break.
And for a man who has been, by his standards, lacking confidence, he's looked totally assured.
59.
Oh, a bit short, is it? Oh, just past the baulk line. He's okay. It's been a wonderful match. I've really enjoyed this, Phil, and what a way to finish. Great break under pressure.
63.
And he'd be very relieved and delighted the way he's played, Mark Selby, in this match to defeat John Higgins.
68.
In individual competition, that's Mark Selby's first semi-final of the season. Talk about satisfying. But it was 4-4, who couldn't decide who would win. In the end, though, Selby was on the mark. Terrific stuff. You can see what it means to him. He's through.